Right, this jumped in this a little bit earlier today in a long, rode this up, here. I was up a couple $100 right up into this section, and this thing ended up rolling over right down into the box that we had here to begin with. It touched the top of it. We thought maybe that was good enough. Rode it up. Never fails. You always wish you would have took profits here, but we have come down to this box. Now the question is this where it's going to take off from? All right, now some targets for this thing are pretty big, and that's the reason why this is such a big long position. If you take a look at this thing, let's zoom out on a daily. All right. First off, you had this massive wedge forming here, okay? And if you don't think it's very big, trust me, it is. Just a percentage-wise, that's 180% up to that point there, all right? So it's a pretty big wedge. Now, what this looks like, it looks like a five-wave up. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth wave here. Now this could take, obviously each one of these candles are a day, so if this does run up to this box here, it could take a week. It could take one day though too. If you look at some of these candles back here, and compare them, it definitely, I guess, could do it in a day. Let's just take this one for instance. Right to there. Let's drag it up here and see just how big this one is. Yeah, that one there would have done it right there. But this is big gains up here. I'm on a 40x on this thing, so looking at turning $40 into about $3,000. Off one trade, which if we get it, we get it. If it pulls down one more tad bit lower here, then I will take another stab at it. But it is right in this box. The only thing it makes me wonder is if you come out here on a 15-minute, all right, what would you have here? This looks like a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and another fifth wave down here. All right, now what's going to tell the story is if it holds here or not. All right, you're not going to want to see it lose obviously a 786 or 702 here. Usually a 1 2 we usually bounce on the 50% line there. All right, so this could have one little flush out left in it before it really starts ripping up here, but the targets for it are absolutely pretty enormous. All right, I know when you look at this, just this move right here, let's go out to 12, just up to there. All right, give you an idea percentage wise, right from where we're at, that is 75%. So if you're on a 10x, you're 7.5x in your money. All right, it's pretty big. All right, I'm on a 40x, so I'm looking at almost 30x in my money. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot on this trade, but yeah, it's gonna be more than I thought. 5 or 6 grand. I'll turn into if I get it if it runs up here. All right, which I'm totally looking at that and thinking it's going to. The width of the wedge, if we take this wedge forming here, which it's a legitimate wedge, we have numerous touches on the top and bottom. If we take a measurement of it, the inside measurement, put it on the breakout area, puts us right up in there. All right, and what I'm looking at is a 1618 on a fib. You see that 1618 goes right up into that price zone. So we'll see what happens here. Definitely looking for a bounce here. The question is, we're going to get it now, or is it going to be after this one more flush down? We'll find out. We'll see if it holds here, but it's come right back into our box here. Looking for it possibly to pull down to a 618 and go. If it ends up coming down one more, then we got then that would be one more wave down. But that would put it right down here somewhere. I mean, it would even wick through the trend line possibly. If you put a fib on here, 1618 would be a target for that, which would be down towards this area here for a fifth wave. I don't know. It's holding up pretty good there right now. All right, the RSIs, we got the 15-minute. Still bullish. Looking a little weak though, isn't it? Looking like it wants to roll over a little bit. 30-minute looks perfect. The 1 hour, 1 hour is still correcting a little bit. All right, your bigger time frames. Your 4 is at a 58 and a 62, trying to turn back up. The 8 is bullish. The 12 is bullish. And look at your daily. And daily's right at the bottom. All right, your 3-day and your 5-day. 3-day is coming down, and your 5-day is on bearish also. It gets me really excited, to be honest with you. Is this right here? Let me try to show you this. This is absolutely, this is where it's at, guys, right here. Look at this. Bitcoin dominance ended up coming up right towards our target, a 60.3% here. I think that's all the higher it's going. I think it's heading on the other way down. All right, if you measure this this as a fifth wave right here, okay, and right inside here, that would have hit the 1618 on the head. I mean, it could have possibly a little smidgen to go, a 1/4% roughly. But once this starts collapsing, alt season, right? I mean, let's go out on a weekly here. Let me show you this. It is just right there, right so close to hitting. What's going to happen is it's going to lose this yellow support line coming up through here, right? And it's going to roll over. And that's when our altcoins are just absolutely going to start going bananas. All right, the weekly RSI is still heading up. Look at this monthly. Super oversold. 99.7 and a 98.6. Ready to flip bearish and ready to start rolling over. All right, we have a target down here towards 27% for Bitcoin dominance to drop to. So get ready. The altcoin season's coming. But, don't believe you have people saying next year or whatever. It's coming like soon. Any day, literally. We are at 60.07. Went to a high today of it's at its high right now, I think. Let's zoom in here and look on the 1 hour. It went up to 60.22. And that could be it. That might be it. You put a Fibonacci on here. 1618 would be your extension. There you go. 60.18 was the top for that. It went to 60.22. All right. So, yeah. Alt season is here. It is coming. And it is about ready to start. We are about ready to lose. We are about ready to get rejected up here. I think that's what's happening already. It's getting a rejection. It's going to roll over, and the party's about to begin, guys. So hang in there. It's going to get really fun here pretty soon. As far as turbo goes, keep an eye on this inside here. On this smaller time frame, like the 15-minute, put a fib on that thing, especially if you're over in Discord with us. Come join up on Discord, guys. Level 3 membership. It's only $15. You could turn, just on this trade here, you could turn possibly, if you got in right and everything, you could turn $50 into $2,000. If you get an entry like we've gotten right in this box here. If this box holds up here, like I said, we're gonna turn a couple hundred into $5 or $6 grand. So that's how fast you can multiply your earnings with leverage. If it doesn't hold here and it has one more flush down, then I'll get it down here and I'll ride it up. So be it. I have my stop loss right below the 786 here. If it comes down, stops me out, I'll get in it again down here. I know this is a winner. It's starting to bounce. Right here is where I'd like to see it stay. All right, thank you so much, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you soon. Have a great night.